gotta make sure to turn that sound on. It was off, but it's a good thing. I built a shelf over here off the table to give myself a little bit more room. And I've got my audio digital converter right there, which is what the microphone is plugged into, and then that thing plugs into the computer to convert the sound over. And ooh, there goes the notifications. Okay, there we go. Heads up, everybody. Let me just pop this chat on over. Okay, there it is. And we could get a number count too, would be good. If I can find it, let's see. Rumble chat. Let's do the Rumble chat first. Okay, there's the Rumble chat. Let's see if I can locate the Rumble. What is that? That's a window capture. And this one is what? What is this one? Maybe that could be the Rumble. Yeah, we could just do the Rumble. We could capture the Rumble with that, right? That's weird. Okay. No. Let me try this. Nothing? No? Huh. Oh. Yeah, that's not working. Okay, that's weird. Oh, this one might do it. There we go. That's gonna work. That's gonna work for us right there. Let me just find the information we're looking for here. Oops. Give me a second, guys. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. I can see how many of you wonderful people are here watching the show. There we go. That is wonderful. Yes, indeed. Okay, hello, welcome. Hey, Hippie Chick, the first one to chat. Hello, okay. Great, so that's looking great. All right, hello everybody, welcome. So, just a shout out to all the people who used to support Israel's right to exist and now you no longer do because you realize that they're fucking committing a genocide against Gazans. So you don't want to support them anymore because you don't want to be associated with a state or a country that's discriminatory, practicing apartheid and performing a genocide on their fucking neighbors. So kudos to all of you who no longer stand with Israel. Instead, you stand with the truth and you stand with humanity. I support all of you in doing that. Welcome to the show. If you got a problem with that, I don't fucking care. You know, you probably should have figured it out by now. And if you haven't, maybe turn on the goddamn news or go inform yourselves about what's going on. And go listen to some of the people that stand with you. Go listen to them. Go listen to their rhetoric. Go listen to their bullshit. Listen how they try to weave their little webs around, you know, genocide and apartheid and you know, famine and mass murdering of people. Let's see how they weave their little narrative around all that. It's pathetic and it's hilarious at the same time, but not for the people suffering over there. So, hilarious in a very sad way, but hilarious in this sense. I fucking told you so. The day this shit happened, I told you not to stand with these cunts. I fucking told you, and now look, oh wow, the whole world is woken up. They've all come around and they all agree with me the way I was the day after that fucking Hamas attack. When I was saying, dude, I don't stand with Israel. They brought this on themselves. And yeah, my social media followers, I'm unfollowing you, oh my God, you don't stand. No, I don't. You do still? Now that we've had some time, you've had some time to mull it over, kind of chew on it and fucking digest it a little bit. Now that we've gotten this far with it, I wonder how many of you have actually changed your tune. I wonder how many people have actually changed their mind on Israel. You know what? I don't support those fucking cunts anymore. I don't support fucking Biden's fucking support for that bullshit. I don't support Donald Trump's support for that bullshit. Fuck them all. At what point do you realize that the lives on the other side of the planet are more important than you having nice things over here? And trust me, we all do have nice things, and we really shouldn't be worried about nice things. Hey, Deerslayer, when there's people over there being slaughtered like fucking cattle. You know, they're even worse so. They're being starved to death. We don't even starve cattle to death. And if it's at no point, fine. You know, fine. Fuck you. It's all going to come down on your heads anyway. I mean, at least it feels good to be right again from day one, says Chili Dog. Thank you, Chili Dog. Where have you been? Thank you. Yeah, it feels good to know that I was right about this from day one. Even before. Remember when they attacked that mosque? I said, what the fuck is Israel doing attacking a mosque? Remember that? I said, fuck Israel. Right? Oh, I was ahead of the curve. I was at the tip of the spear. Yeah, and those of you that agree, good for you. You found the show. Billy, what's up? You found the show. You're watching the right guy. I don't care which way you lean politically or socially. You know that everything that I talk about basically rings true. And that's hard to fucking come up against, isn't it? I'm inviting all these Israeli supporter cunt motherfuckers of genocide to come in here and try to fucking talk to me about it. They tried to talk to me on Instagram, and I fucking told them, we'll see if they come back. Yeah, I got them on Instagram. They were all like, oh, and I was like, okay, how's it feel today? You still support that bullshit? Oh, you were all militant 20 weeks ago, you know, when this shit started, and now how are you? Now how's it faring for you? Yeah, fucking 20 weeks. 20 weeks since I put up a post on Instagram saying I do not stand with Israel. Oh, the world's coming to an end. Someone was like, Nay's usually defending his comments. Why isn't he on here, you know, arguing with us? Because I stated facts. What's to argue? I state facts. I'm right. And I don't care what you have to say. I don't care about your fucking opinion. I'm just here to call you a fucking cunt. Seriously. I want you to come in here not to debate me, but just so I can call you a fucking genocide-supporting cunt. That's the only reason I want you to come in here. Just so I can fucking call you a cunt and the words will ring in your ears all day. So, yeah, I might be trolling you. But, you know, feel free to try to come in here and explain your shit. I challenge you. It's, you know, you think you make sense to your friends when you talk about it? Try to make sense to me. All right. So, I've cleaned all my glass. I even cut myself this morning on some glass. Broke some glass. You know, you're not cleaning glass good if you're not breaking it. That's what I like to say. I don't like to say that at all. I don't like to break glass. I broke my Biden skull bong this morning. Fucking pissed me off. I broke my one of the fire and ice bowls that we use, and that's I think all I broke. But actually the Biden skull bong it just got a crack in it. I'll show you. Just fucking put hot alcohol in it. It fucking cracked the glass. The house was too cold, I guess. But I heard the tink. You know that sound you never want to hear when you're pouring something hot or cold into glass. I heard that tink. I was like, fucking shit. Look at that crack, man. Oh, no, it is leaking, guys. Yeah, it's leaking water, so I'm just going to throw it away. One drop of water leaked out just now. So I'm probably just going to throw it in the garbage. Or you know what? I'll just take the water out of it and just set it up back. I'll just use it as a decorative bong. It doesn't have to be used ever again. But anyway, yeah, there's the crack, and it is leaking water. That's why I filled it with water, because I was wondering if it was... Oh, shit. Now I'm pouring water out of it. Hold on. I cleaned it, man. You know, it's so funny. It was so dirty. And then I clean it. And as I'm doing, like, the last thing to it, which was to put hot alcohol in here and get the residue out, it cracked. So this one's cracked. I'll put this somewhere in the house where it'll be seen but not used. And I will grab a paper towel and clean this little bit of clean water up off the desk. That's clean water. Luckily, it's not bong water, so it doesn't smell. Because that bong has not been used. It will not be used. A glass blower can fix that? Oh, cool, man. Cool. Maybe I'll take it to a glass blower and have him fix it. Not that I really give two shits about that bong. But hey, Pinoy, what's up? Yeah, you know, when we hear that sound, that little tink, we know what we did. We know. The thing I was thinking about this was the glass is so thick. It's so thick, it'll never crack. That's what I was thinking. Oh, was I wrong? Was I wrong? Look at that crack. And you can't feel that crack. But it must be inside. You probably could feel it because water leaks out of it. It's not just an internal crack. There is leak. And then I was drying off this bubbler, or one of the other bubblers maybe. I think it was one of the other ones actually. One of the small ones. One of the little bubblers. Make art out of it. I will, dears. I will use it as a. We'll put fake flowers in it or something. Black roses. Black death roses. How's that? And I was wiping it, and when I broke, okay, I shook the bong or something. It had the bowl on it. And the bowl flew up in the air and then landed on the goddamn Italian marble and shattered in the kitchen. So I broke this little bowl. It was really no big deal, you know. It was like a shitty little bowl, but whatever. So I broke that bowl, and then I guess a piece of glass fell on my cleaning towel. I didn't realize it, and I started cleaning that bong or this other bubbler, and a fucking glass cut me, dude. And I started bleeding, and it wouldn't stop bleeding. And I was like, "Well, you're not going to stop fucking bleeding, are you, you little bitch?" It was the tiniest little thing. And I was like, "Whatever." So I had to get some paper towel. I put paper towel on because I don't know if I got Band-Aids here or not. So I just put paper towel on it, and then a little piece of tape, black tape. It works just like a Band-Aid, and stop bleeding. You want to see my fake Band-Aid? Here it is right here. I make my own Band-Aids out of black tape and a little bit of paper towel. Yeah, my own little Band-Aid. Lol, black dead roses. Yes, exactly. Yes. For the Biden bong. Yes. But in the meantime, I do have functioning glass. We've got plenty of glass here in the house, luckily. So let's pull, what is this? What is this? The chat right here. Okay, this one. What is this one right here? Right again from day one. Yes, thank you. Yes, chili dog. Yes. Okay, cool. Just gonna do that, and let's pull the. Let's just do this with R. No, that didn't work. That did not work. Okay, that totally did not work. All right, we're gonna do this, and now we're gonna hit R. Up and full. There we go. There I am. You can see a lot more now. So, I've got to get a dab up and ready to go. Let me do that. It's been a trying morning, but it's been relaxing, and I've just been cleaning and watching the news and some things, whatevers, you know. I got oils on me here. I got rid of that. There we go. Cool. You guys remember Beta Bruce? He used to come into the show. I don't know if he's coming here anymore. I may have said something that pissed him off. Anyway, Beta Bruce sent me a message on Twitter. He's like, "Have you seen this?" And I hadn't seen it, but I've seen things like it, and I haven't seen that. It was the Ingram angle, and she had two experts on talking about how cannabis causes heart disease and lung problems, and stroke and heart attack, and and she states it like it's fact and blah blah blah. She's a lying cunt. You shouldn't be watching Fox News unless you have a chaperone or someone like me who can explain to you, that they're lying to you most of the time. She's a lying cunt, and the two people that are on there with her are also two lying fucking cunts that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't feel the need to go over it with you. I'm just telling you right up here. They're all liars. They're fucking lying about cannabis. They're trying to say it causes all this bullshit. Oh, and this other guy says it's a gateway drug for fentanyl. You know, cannabis is a gateway drug for fentanyl. Because my favorite thing is, you know, us cannabis users don't get pissed off and angry about what's going on with the government, and we never say anything about it because we're too stoned and high all the time to have our... And that was the thing. That was the one thing that I was like, that's the thing I want to fucking bring out. That's the one thing. You know, we're all too stoned and high to fucking realize what's going on around us. That's what Laura Ingraham thinks. That stupid fucking cunt bitch. Fuck Laura Ingraham, and fuck you if you like her. Fuck you if you like Laura Ingraham and the Ingraham angle. Fuck you. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot if you watch that dumb bitch and you get anything positive out of her. Fucking Trump-loving cunts out there, motherfuckers. All right. We're going to get a little bit more dabs on this little dabber here. Well, we're looking at the Kush Mints from Pinoy Grower. Let's take a look over here. All right. Okay, ducky. How about the government being the gateway? I don't know about that. I'm not an expert in drug trafficking, you know? So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know. Hearing a jet flying over? I think I hear a jet flying over the house. So not only did I break 2 pieces of glass today cleaning, but I cut myself on the glass as well. So it's like, and the thing is, that Biden bong, super cheap ass glass. The bowl, super cheap ass glass. So it's not a big loss, you know, it's no big deal. I can buy another one. I didn't lose a lot of money or anything like that. And that's the beauty of owning cheap glass. And I tell you this all the time. I generally don't break glass. But when I do, hopefully it's cheap. And when it is, I don't feel so bad about it, you know. I can always go to the store and get myself something brand new, sparkling clean, and spend another, 40, 50 bucks on it. Okay. Look at us. We got Deeply Rooted Farms on the Instagram. You can feel free to say hello to me, Deeply Rooted Farms. I responded to a couple of Instagram cunts this morning. We'll see if they want to pop off. All right, let's give this thing the time it deserves, which is going to be 2040. 2040. That's when 20 minutes and 40 seconds into the show, we are going to do a dab. You want to schmiggle with a new name? How? Okay. Hey, Nay, are we getting high up in this bitch? Ha, Megsy, yes, we are. Yes, we are. crypto's kind of down a little bit, so nothing exciting going on there. How's that support for an apartheid state been working out for you lately? Huh? Huh? Still doing it? Oh, you sticking with that? You sticking with the support for the apartheid state? Oh, you don't know what apartheid means? Oh, well, maybe you should learn before you decide to stand with them. Huh? Maybe you should learn what that word means. Find out that they're fucking guilty of it. Okay, here we go. 2040, no law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody. Billy, Pinoy, Deer. That's Megsy, Chili Dog, and the first person, deeply rooted, the first person to say something in the chat. Oh, Hippie Chick. Cheers. Yeah. Oh, wow, I smoke cannabis and now I don't care what the government does to me anymore. Huh, it's weird how that works, Ingram. That's weird. Is that the angle, Ingram? Is that the angle, Laura Ingram? I smoke cannabis and now I'm too stoned. What does she say? Too numb and dumber? Am I numb and dumber now, Laura? No, you still piss me off. You're still a fucking cunt. Fuck you, and fuck the United States government, and fuck Ron DeSantis, fuck Donald Trump, fuck Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, fuck Nancy Pelosi. Wow, I smoked all this cannabis. I smoked all of this THC, man, from 3 different kinds of dabs. I'm still angry. I'm still focused on the government. Isn't that weird, Laura? How can I still be focused on what the government does to me? How can I be focused on the fact that the government is paying, billions of dollars to a country that's genociding innocent people? I'm still mad about that, Laura. It's not working very well for you, is it? I thought cannabis was supposed to silence me. Just seems like I'm more focused on what's going on in the world, on current events. And it's funny is that's all we've ever done on this show since day one, over 10 years. Smoke cannabis and talk about what's going on in the world. Funny. You're a complete lying fucking cunt bag. And someone should spit on you. I wish I could say more, I wish there were more words. Because that piece of fucking human trash, Laura Ingram, she really deserves to be called every fucking name I could possibly imagine in the book. And things that don't even exist yet. She deserves to be called. I got a good one. It's a cunt that's so bad it needs to be stitched shut. She's a cunt stitch. That's what she is. That's what Laura Ingram is, the Ingram angle. She's a cunt stitch. I like that one. That's a new one. I brought you that one. Someone should tweet that at Laura Ingram. Hashtag cunt stitch. Nothing from you guys? You don't like cunt stitch? Billy, cunt stitch. Billy Ballantyne, cunt stitch. What do you think? Billy, come over to the computer. Billy! 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 What do you think of that one? Laura Ingraham, cunt stitch? She's a cunt stitch. Oh, Pinoy, you like that? You guys, make sure throughout the show that you fast forward if you have to. Let me know if you're lagging behind and come to the front. What, cunt stitch? Yeah, you like that? Laura Ingraham's a cunt stitch. I just came up with cunt stitch. I was like, the words today aren't bad enough. We got to come up with new shit. Cunt stitch. A cunt that's so bad, it needs to be stitched shut. A cunt stitch. I present to you my new curse word, cunt stitch. My question is, did I invent that? Because it would seem as if common sense, I mean, someone would have already come up with that one. Ugly yet useless. Someone would have already come up with that, right? Am I right, Billy? Someone's already come up with that, right? There's no way I'm the originator of cunt stitch. There's no way. There's no way. But whoever created the term, whether it be someone years before or me right now, because I don't know, I support all of us in calling Laura Ingraham a cunt stitch because she is a fucking cunt stitch. And you might be wondering, you're like, but Nay, you never showed us the video, bro. Is that really fair? You want us to take it all on your credibility. We're relying everything. You're not going to give us any.
Because they're not so high in the poll.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to play you the video. And okay. If you guys are triggerable, I'll just tell you right now, I'm going to be yelling and screaming. You can turn the volume down. You can even mute it. But you can stay and have fun and get high with us. During the times when I'm yelling and screaming, just reach over and turn the volume down. You don't have to leave, okay? It's just an act. This is all in fun. I'm not really raging mad right now. I'm a normal human being just like you are. But I'm going to summon the powers of channel Satan incarnate into my essence, my very essence right now. I will become Satan for you for a few moments. And if it's, like I said, if you're triggerable, if something like yelling and screaming and anger and rage at, people lying about something that saves people's lives, someone like Laura Ingraham from the Ingraham angle on Fox fucking cunt-ass bitch news that runs this garbage. So fuck Laura Ingraham and fuck Fox News for running this fucking garbage. Someone that takes a medicine that saves people's lives and turns around and lies to America about that medicine, preventing her audience. There's people that love Laura Ingraham and maybe they could benefit. I guarantee you. What do you mean? I guarantee you there's members of Laura Ingram's from the Ingraham Angle's audience that could benefit from cannabis use, and this stupid fucking cunt-lying witch of a bitch cunt stitch is fucking lying to them, telling them this fucking garbage that I'm going to bring up for you right now. I'm about to bring this up. I'm going to bring this up right now. That can't be it, right? Is that it? It's all white. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's it. That's it. Great. We got it. We got the video. Great. Okay. All right. So, yeah, we'll go, and then you guys, I've warned you. I've given you the disclaimer. There's going to be some yelling. There's going to be some cursing.
Because they're not so high in the polls, they're trying to get high in another way. By pretending to be cool, especially with cannabis.
Have you?
And let me just stop right now. And let me just say this. And I think all of you know what I'm going to say. I bet you every single one of you knows what I'm about to say. Thank you, Laura Ingraham, for calling it cannabis. I'm going to call you every other name that I can possibly imagine that is vulgar and disgusting and despicable and full of hate and rage in the next few minutes. But before I do that, I just want to say to Laura Ingraham, I'm actually impressed.
They're trying to get high in another way. By pretending to be cool, especially with cannabis. Especially with cannabis. 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 With cannabis.
Smokes?
Cannabis. 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 With cannabis. With cannabis. With cannabis. Especially with cannabis. 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 With cannabis. With cannabis. With cannabis. Cannabis. Cannabis.
So winning right now. Dude, I'm so, if this is a video game, I'm winning.
Get high in the polls. They're trying to get high in the polls. The polls get high in another. They're trying to get high in another.
I'm trying to get high. Are you guys trying to get high? Let's get high. Laura Ingraham's trying to get high. Let's get high. I like taking a negative and turning it around into a positive. What can I say? Getting high, getting high, getting high, getting high, getting high. We're having fun and getting high and talking about how stupid Laura Ingraham is. I mean, you call it cannabis, man. That's a start. I gotta say, that is definitely a start. We're starting off on the right foot when you call it cannabis. She's saying that the Biden administration is attempting to use cannabis to try to win over young voters. I 1,000% agree with that. Of course, you know, if the Biden administration wanted to legalize cannabis, he would have done it on day one with a signature. You know, don't tell me he can bypass Congress to fund a genocide, but he can't bypass Congress to fucking legalize cannabis? Really? How does that even work? Has anyone ever been able to explain why it works for funding genocide? You can buy. When can you and can't you bypass Congress? Why was Biden able to bypass Congress to send millions or billions of dollars to Israel to fund a genocide or to fund Ukraine or whatever the fuck they did? I can't even keep up with it anymore, guys. You know, I really don't know where our money's going anymore. I'm not an expert, not an accountant for the United States, so I really can't tell you where our money's going. But I know that there are a lot of people suffering on the other side of the planet. And we're doing all the wrong things to encourage more of that.
Because they're not so high in the polls, they're trying to get high in another way. By pretending to be cool, especially with cannabis.
Have you ever smoked?
Dude, I just have to say this one more time. That intro that she did was actually pretty good. It's pretty good. She's being so sarcastic and trying to be cool, but it's the way she's acting is so hyperbolic. It's like if Steve Martin were pretending to be her. This is how Steve Martin would play the part of the hyperbolic newscaster. This is what he would say. This is what a really good comedian would say.
Because they're not so high in the polls, they're trying to get high in another way. By pretending to be cool, especially with cannabis.
Have you ever smoked?
But pretending to be cool, especially with cannabis. You know who you sounded like? You sounded like, Real Time. What's that guy's name? I'm not trying to be cool. Yeah, that's exactly how that guy talks. It's funny. All right, we have got this, a class in Master Dab creation. This is the way to go, folks, is to just do it all and just have fun with it. That's what we're going to do right now. We're just going to have fun with it.
Okay.
And I inhaled. I did inhale. It was a long time ago. It was a joy.
Hey.
Wow, she's cool. She did such a good job as the Borders Arena that now she's the administration's weed warrior as well. Desperate to smoke out the youth vote, which may be drifting toward Trump, Harris convened a pro-pot roundtable at the White House. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear and prominent rapper Fat Joe, they were there to hash out all the details of what the White House is calling marijuana reform.
We have directed the Department of Health and Human Services and the Department of Justice to reassess how marijuana is classified under the federal drug schedule. And I cannot emphasize enough that they need to get to it as quickly as possible.
I can see the bumper sticker now. Biden, Harris, numb and dumber.
There it was.
Joining
Dumb
me
and
now
Dumber.
is Sean Duffy, co-host of FBN's The Bottom Line, and Dr. Mark Siegel, a
And,
Fox
you
News
know,
contributor.
it's-
Sean, first off, that
It's funny because we've already talked about it, and you guys, I mentioned it and pointed it out. But if you were to just watch this cold and she gets to Numb and Dumber, you just sit there and stare at the screen like I did the first time I heard it. Those two guys weren't even laughing at the joke. It's not Numb and Dumber that's stupid. And you just called you accuse the president and the vice president of being, numb and dumb, which, in the context of you saying it's, due to their affiliation with cannabis, it just comes off as an unwarranted attack, and it makes her look stupid. And it wasn't a funny joke. The only thing that made it funny was that I already mentioned it to you guys.
Joining me now is Sean.
It is possible.
I can see the bumper sticker now. Biden, Harris, numb and dumber. Joining me now is Sean Duffy, co-host of FBN's The Bottom Line, and Dr. Mark Siegel, a Fox News contributor. Sean, first off, that laugh of hers, Kamala always sounds high to me. But seriously, will this really blunt Trump's momentum?
What does it mean to sound high exactly? Because I don't sound any different right now than I sound when I'm talking to anybody when I'm completely sober. I sound completely the same. So I'm just kind of wondering, what is sounding high? What's that mean to her exactly? Does that mean I have to try to talk like Cheech and Chong on one of their movie sets? Oh, wow, man, this is how I talk when I'm smoking.
Okay,
I don't think so.
bad
Listen,
puns.
I think people care more about the economy. They care more about their prospects, their jobs. But you should aspire as a leader to say,
Bill
"Well, I
Lowry
want
Gunning
people to do a
Cannabis.
job.
Cheers,
I want them to
everybody."
have a family. I want them to be
a
self-reliant.
big-ass dab.
As opposed to I want them depressed. I want them high. And I want to be able to control them through policies that get people hooked on drugs. We should aspire for greater than drug use. And I'm sure Dr. Siegel's going to talk about this, but the psychosis that goes along with cannabis use with young adults and the mental impediments that come to kids who use drugs, it's very real. And my concern, Lord, just really quick, is the fact that we used to be a Christian nation. and we used to have morality. And the fact that we're sliding into this paganism where we're pushing abortion and drug use so people are, to your point, numb and dumb, is outrageous. And more good people have to stand up and push back against these ridiculous policies.
Yeah, and Dr. Siegel, I think you and I and a few others have been on this issue for a long, long time. And we're not very cool sometimes when we are on this issue. But I'm thinking of the good people of Kentucky with Andy Bashir there, right? And I'm thinking, how can they think this is a good thing? As Sean just alluded to, this study that recreational cannabis used by teens is linked to depression, suicides, and suicidal ideation. So why is this in any way something we should be encouraging right now? With all cannabis used by teens is linked to depression, suicides, and suicidal ideation. I'm thinking, how can they think this is a good thing? As
Or could it just be that kids who are suicidal and suffer from depression try to use more cannabis to help them?
Sean
That's the only link that's there.
just alluded to, this study that recreational cannabis used by teens
It's not a study. Okay, this was not a study.
is linked to depression, suicides, and suicidal ideation. So why is this in any way something we should be encouraging right now with all the other problems we have in society, or is that the point?
Well, I think that's the point on their side. And by the way, you only left out one thing, which Sean was focusing on.
Are you guys ready? Now, this is where he mentions that cannabis is a gateway drug. And what's hilarious is, number one, he's a doctor. Number two, everybody knows cannabis is not a gateway drug. You want to know what the gateway drug was? Sugar. It was sugar. They got you onto sugar. They got you onto caffeine. They got you onto cigarettes. They got you onto alcohol, right? Then you found out that, that whole time you could have just been using cannabis, and you should have been using cannabis.
When he was in Congress in 2018, which is marijuana is a gateway drug at a time when we have a huge fentanyl problem going across the border. By the way, pot is sometimes laced with fentanyl.
Hey, man. Hey, cannabis is a gateway drug with all that fentanyl coming across the border. Did you hear what he just said? It literally made no sense. So listen to him say that one more time.
Oh, I think that's the point on their side. And by the way, you only left out one thing, which Sean was focusing on when he was in Congress in 2018, which is marijuana is a gateway drug at a time when we have a huge fentanyl problem going across the border.
So it's a gateway to fentanyl is what he's saying. Cannabis is a gateway to fentanyl. Does this cunt ever wonder that maybe if you didn't have cannabis illegal, it wouldn't be a gateway to fucking anything? If it was legal, then it wouldn't be that illegal gateway that you claim it is. Make it legal then, you stupid fucking cunt bitch.
By the way, pot is sometimes laced with fentanyl. And yes, teens have issues with anxiety due to pot. It's been proven there are developmental delays in infants when
Yeah, and it's not possible that kids that suffer from anxiety choose to use cannabis more. This reasoning is, there's no study here, guys. And you'll notice the word they always use, linked. They always say linked. Yeah, it's linked. And oxygen is linked to my fucking cocaine use. Water is linked to my fucking heroin shooting. It's linked. That doesn't mean it's the cause, man. It just means that, when my dog bit somebody over there, there happened to be a red car driving by. The red car driving by had nothing to do with what else was going on. It just happened to be there at the same time. You're a fucking idiot.
pregnant women smoke pot. There's a new study, as you know, that pot is toxic to the heart, to the lung.
No, it's not. That's not what the study said. It said that we see correlation, but we can't find any causation. Did you even read the study, or did you just look at the title that was all misrepresented by all the fucking headlines? You're a medical doctor? No, you're not a medical doctor. You're a fucking joke. I'm smarter than you. Shame on you, motherfucker.
It definitely cannabis-induced psychosis, which Sean was pointing out, and in states, 24 states.
Well, I guess I just kind of proved that, didn't I? Oh, oops, my bad.
Legal, there's even more illicit use than before. So the idea of relaxing the restrictions here, and by the way, I've got to give you a nod, Laura, to something you did. You made a medical diagnosis. I thought the same thing when I saw that giggling going on there, that maybe, because last week when we were on...
Oh, really? You felt the vice president was fucking high before going on camera? That's your medical diagnosis? A medical doctor agreeing with some fucking cunt stitch of an anchor? Really? It helps your anxiety? Well, I hope that my screaming and yelling doesn't trigger your anxiety, Steven. Hoot and Howl, what's up, buddy? Chili Dog, obviously a doctor that graduated from the bottom of his class. I've become comfortably numb. Cheers. All right, cool. Megsy's like, let's do it. Sam, hello, Sam. Justin the Jeweler 719, what's up? Over on the IG. Billy Valentine, you made my audio compressor kick in. Lol, best $100 ever. Yeah, audio compressor, bro.
You had someone on. You said, did you get high right before you come on? I don't know what the vice president was giggling about there.
Yeah, it was a couple of years back, but not everybody in Washington, guys, is on board with Biden's pot push. The Wall Street Journal report describes...
I'm just kind of wondering, what qualifies either of them to judge when someone's under the influence of cannabis? What's their qualifications exactly? How many people have they judged, that said they were under the influence of cannabis and done the studies and done DUI style tests, sobriety tests? I'm just kind of curious how much they act like they're a fucking official on this bullshit. It's hilarious.
How many federal officials in the DEA think that more research is needed about marijuana's long-term health effects? Sean?
Well, maybe take it off of Schedule 1 and we could have had this we could have learned everything we ever wanted to know about this. We would have already had all the science on all of this. It's because of you fucking cunts and your bullshit studies and your lies and your hate and now, we just want to study it. Well, fuck you, man. We should have been studying this a long time ago.
We now know...
I've been using myself as a lab rat, you fucking dumb cunts.
The link to strokes and heart damage, heart attacks with regular weed use. And
so that's an interesting statement, right? And that's, of course, the statement that the study says. What Laura Ingraham is doing right here, she's fucking doing her job right there. She really is. I mean, her job, she thinks, is to report the science behind stuff. And these fucking cunts came out with a study, a scientific study, that linked heart disease and stroke to cannabis use. Well, yeah, because what do stroke victims suffer from generally before they have a stroke? What do heart attack victims suffer from before they have a heart attack? Think about that. Sometimes they have pain. Sometimes they feel lethargic, and sometimes they just, are stressed out and they don't know why. Their blood pressure's up. So what are they going to do? They might smoke more cannabis. Did you see if that was it? Since you couldn't find a cause and all you could find was a correlation, which means nothing. Like I said, if a murder happens, does it correlate that it's on the fucking planet Earth and not another planet? Well, it correlates with that. It must be the fact that it was because it was on the planet Earth. That's literally how fucking stupid these people are. I mean, I went wide on that one, guys, but still.
And when it's more, it's destigmatized among adults, what happens is that kids think it's cool too, and they do it much more than they did in the past, and it's a different level of THC, obviously, as well.
Right, it's way stronger than the marijuana of the 70s and the 60s.
Really? So if let's say I got a joint and it was 15% THC, and it was back then, and I smoked one joint in the morning, and then I decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to smoke another one. Another 15% THC. And then I'm having 30% THC, man, in my blood, smoking 2 joints. Or today where I just smoke, you know, a couple of, because I don't want to be so under the influence, and I stop at a certain point. I don't even smoke the whole doobie. Do people still smoke 2 joints of it? Huh.
No doubt, but you make also a really good point. The fact that, you know, we have, you know, American leaders saying this is actually a good thing to do. Let's destigmatize it. That's going to encourage, I think, more kids to use it. It's not a problem. This is not as dangerous as alcohol, and it's organic and it's natural. And why don't we just smoke it? As opposed to, you know, I was a prosecutor, Laura. If someone had a dime, they're wrapping this around criminal justice. When I was a prosecutor, if someone had a dime bag, I'd refer them for a city citation. I didn't prosecute them criminally. Now, if you had a pound of marijuana and were selling that, yeah, that was a different story. But to think that we're criminalizing marijuana by someone who has personal use amounts in their possession is absolutely false, and they're trying to change our perceptions of marijuana through aggressive prosecution. When that's not the case, good prosecutors don't do that. This is a way to get, again, it's about keeping people high and on drugs so they can't recognize that the country's falling apart. There's no jobs, there's no opportunity, and prices keep going up. And if you're numb and dumb and you're stoned out, you're going to be okay with that, as opposed to someone who's cognizant, looking at what Joe Biden has done to their family and their economy. They're going to go, hell no, I want someone else.
Laura, quick
Now,
point.
welcome to Zombieland.
A quick point about THC. You made a great point about THC. It's up to 30% now, and it's affecting the heart directly. It stimulates the heart. The blood pressure goes up. The heart rate goes up. Risk of heart attack and stroke. And by the way, it may be possible, if they actually were serious about medical marijuana.
This is the fucking medical doctor on the board just spouting straight bullshit. Everything he just said was a complete lie. You should never listen to a word that this motherfucker ever says. Ever. You cannot trust any of these people on the screen. I can't smoke that much. Yeah, I smoke what I can smoke. Let's listen to him say that lie again. You fucking cunt motherfucker. Cunt lying, cocksucking cunt motherfucker.
I want someone else.
Laura, quick
Now,
point.
welcome to Zombieland.
A quick point about THC. You made a great point about THC. It's up to 30% now, and it's affecting the heart directly.
It's affecting the heart directly, everybody. No more, you know, what that study said that we all looked at, and the study did say there's a link, but we see no causation. We can't see any mechanics that would be causing heart disease from cannabis. More study is required. Some of the rumblers are getting upset. Oh, come on, guys. Don't get sad. Is Rumble acting weird? You might be Fox News fans, maybe. Maybe I pissed off some Fox News fans, but if you're a Fox News fan, you should at least, if you stand for the truth, you should be like, God, this is bullshit. What did this motherfucker just say?
Stimulates the heart. The blood pressure goes up.
No, it doesn't. We checked that, remember? The blood pressure does not go up. I do huge dabs. I check my blood pressure. There's barely a change at all. In fact, it drops just a little bit. A couple of points, and then it goes right back to normal again, where it was. I check my blood pressure all day. When I'm doing a show, I write during a show, during a rant, whatever. I write it in there. It's not elevated from smoking. He's a fucking liar. He's just making shit up at this point.
The heart rate goes up.
The heart rate goes up. My heart rate goes up when I smoke cannabis. Maybe from coughing a little bit.
Risk of heart attack and...
What? What?
The heart rate goes up. Risk of heart attack and stroke.
No, they didn't say risk of heart attack and stroke due to cannabis use in the study, you fucking cunt motherfucking liar. What they said was we see a link. We seem to see more cannabis use among people who suffer from these conditions. And my whole, just looking at that is maybe when you feel sick, you smoke more cannabis to make yourself feel better if you're a cannabis user. That's all that could be. Especially since you can't find a causation and you can only find a correlation. Deer Slayer says, I should have died by 1988 then. What else could he possibly say after this?
And by the way, it may be possible, if they actually were serious about medical marijuana, to do it without the THC whatsoever. That's not the part that we use to decrease pain.
It is exactly what I use to decrease pain. It's exactly what I use to decrease pain. It's THC oil. It's what I use. You're an asshole. You're a fucking liar. This motherfucker is not to be trusted. He wants to do away with THC. Those of you that are out there using cannabis right now, smoking it, doing dabs or smoking whatever and feeling good. This guy doesn't think you should be able to do that. He's a fucking cunt.
That's the part that makes you psychotic, and that's the part that ruins our teens. But this is political.
And we're all psychotic too. I got nothing because I act crazy on here. It's a joke. You can ask my mother. You can ask my fiance. You can ask, the people that I'm involved with on a regular basis around here if I act like this when I'm not doing this. And I'm still high. Oh, yeah, I'm still, in fact, my fiance and I smoke together off of here. So, you could find out very simply, about my behavior when I'm not pretending to be angry about shit. Shit that I've already heard. Shit that I already watched.
It's not medical at all.
Wow, it's not medical at all. THC is not medical at all. And once again, I present to you Exhibit A, triage oil. I've done research on triage oil. You can go to naysgarden.com and you can read what people have said about it. It's no longer for sale, but you can make it yourself. I'm assuming that's the end, and I don't even want to hear her sign off, thanking them. Mouse click, mouse click, mouse click, mouse click, mouse click, mouse click, mouse click. It's not working, obviously. So, that's what's up. I hope you guys enjoyed the hour. I will see you guys on the next show. In the meantime, come visit me over on Twitter at Nay's Garden. Alright? I'll see you over there. Pepe coin is up. Really? Why is Pepe up while everything else is down? Maybe we should look at that. Oh, God, no. God, Harmony's way down. Pepe is up. Soul's looking good. Yeah, Pepe's up over the month. But it's down. It was higher. It was 0.00000. It was 0.0001. So it's fallen a lot. God damn. Anyway, you guys are great. Love y'all. Take care. Bye.